Hey guys, what's going on? It's djTLM. You're watching djTLMtv. It's time for another Q&A video, and today I'm going to check out an email. I have it right here. It's an email from Kenneth, and it's all about searching for music while you're DJing. I've observed that a lot of DJs search for music to play using the search bar in Serato. I realize that you have to have the idea for what to search for, assuming from the vibe that's going on in the club, and know which particular song to search for. Do you do the same, or do you scroll through your crates to find a blending track? And if you do search, how long did it take you to be able to remember the songs off head to search for as you play? Now, this is a good question. If you're a DJ and you're not using a prepared track list, so if you did not prepare your entire set at home, you will be searching for music while you're playing. So in my case, when I'm playing, I'm freestyling, and I go off the vibe that I get from the crowd, and I check out their reaction, and their reaction guides me to what I'm going to play next. So knowing your music is absolutely key. You need to know your music. And he even says in the question, like, how long did it take you to remember the songs off head? Well, it's not really a case of remembering. It is a case of just experience. When you play music and you know your music and you played it a couple of times. In my case, if I play a certain song and I get a good reaction from the crowd, in my head, I will probably have like 10 or 15 tracks that I know straight away will work as well, because they have the same feel, the same vibe. So it could be that I just go for one of those tracks straight away. And most of the times I do scroll through my crates. But if I know that I want to play a certain track, straight away, I'm playing a track and I know this is the song that I want to play next. Either I already know where it is in my crates, but if I don't want to waste any time, I will use the search bar, because that gives me the track straight away. I only have to type in like the first 5 letters and it'll pop up. So it's easy access to a song, but that only works if you have a particular song in mind. If you don't have a particular song in mind, you're going to be scrolling through your crates. And for me, this is already like luxury. Coming from vinyl, back in the days when I was playing with real vinyl, I had like 3 crates filled with records, and I had a general idea like what I had with me, but sometimes it would be very hard to find a particular song. So I would have a song in mind and it was supposed to be in a certain area of a crate, but the gig before that I probably misplaced it and you couldn't find that song. And I was lifting up all the sleeves, and back then I knew all my songs, and I can even recognize just by seeing a corner of the sleeve of the record. Most of the times you could already see which record it was, but sometimes you could not find it. And that would be frustrating, because you would look and look and you could hear that the song is playing longer than you wanted to play, because you already wanted to start that next song, but you haven't found it yet. All that is solved now, not just with Serato, but also Tractor or other digital vinyl systems, and even CDJs. You have a search function. So when I have a song in mind and I want easy access, I will just type it in to reach it straight away. But knowing your music is absolutely key. If you don't know your music, you can have a crate filled with tracks. But if you scroll through the titles and the titles don't spark anything in your brain, like, okay, this has this type of vibe, this is hype, this is warm up. If you don't get that by seeing the titles, then you're lost. You might as well just do a random pick and play anything, because you don't know what's going to happen. So I scroll. I have my crate set to BPM. So it's not by name, but by BPM, because most of the times if I'm playing a certain vibe, that will revolve around a certain tempo. And not because it is easier to mix if it's the same tempo, but the same tempo will most of the times have that same vibe. I'm not going to be playing one song that's 95 and the next one is 120 and the one after that is 70. That probably most of the times will not work. So a lot of times I will stick to around a certain BPM for a while. That might be 95, 93, 95, 97, whatever, same range. And after a while, I might just switch and go to a totally different tempo, like 140. For some dubstep, trap, or hip hop in that tempo, like 140 and 70. And I will stick to that tempo for a while. And in that case, I'm just scrolling through and I'm seeing all these titles, and every title will straight away give me an idea of what it is, and I'll pick my songs like that. So I hope that answers your question. Knowing your music is key. That way, scrolling through your tracks actually helps. And if you know your music, then a lot of times you will get that get an idea of a certain song that you want to play. And if you want to find it faster, you use the search function. That's how I do it. So I hope that answers your question. If it does, make sure to click that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you have any more questions about this topic, you know where to reach me, djTLMtv at djTLM.com, or leave your question in the comments section below. Share the knowledge, and I'll be back tomorrow. Peace out.